It is almost far-fetched as the fact that the villagers believe these are 7-foot aliens.
This man in Peru just released the clearest footage of the entity that landed in Peru. New information is emerging about the mysterious sightings of strange beings in Peru. Surprisingly, as this topic gains popularity, local residents are sharing photos of these supposed creatures. Some describe these entities as emitting bright lights, while others mention their peculiar characteristics like having big heads and large eyes. One of these images was recently posted online by a local resident named Alfredo. He lives in Iquitos and had an intriguing experience in his garden one night. Alfredo noticed a powerful glow coming from his garden during the night. Suspecting it might be someone using a flashlight, he decided to investigate. As he stepped outside, he heard rustling sounds that made him hesitant to approach. Despite his cautiousness, he gathered the courage to get closer and come face to face with what he could only describe as a humanoid figure. This figure emitted an incredibly intense light, so bright that it illuminated his entire garden. The brightness was so overwhelming that it even caused discomfort to his eyes when he looked directly at it. Reacting swiftly, Alfredo grabbed his phone and managed to take several pictures. However, due to the blinding brightness, the entity only appeared in 2 of the photos. This extraordinary encounter lasted for a brief 20 seconds. After taking the pictures, Alfredo recounted that the intense light around the figure suddenly disappeared, and the entity departed from the scene. He attempted to use the light on his phone to see if the entity was still there, but it had vanished. Alfredo quickly decided to retreat indoors after this intense experience. Interestingly, there have been repeated sightings of these peculiar entities, and locals have apparently been encountering them for several months now. What's curious is that these entity sightings seem to align with the appearance of black helicopters in the same area. Those who delve into the mysteries of the unknown have pointed out that these black helicopters often show up around the same time as reports of unidentified objects. These mysterious aircraft, painted in dark shades and without clear markings, have sparked interest and speculation. The term black helicopters gained attention during the 1970s and 1980s. These helicopters stand out due to their dark appearance and the absence of typical aviation markings, and reports frequently describe them flying at low heights with precise maneuvers. This level of precision has led some to speculate that these helicopters might belong to government agencies engaged in surveillance and investigating these puzzling phenomena. The connection to black helicopters could be a way to maintain secrecy and avoid being noticed by regular observers. At present, the topic of Peru continues to trend on social media platforms, and this is due to ongoing reports of encounters with unusual entities that stand about 7 feet tall. These encounters are happening in a remote area called Alto Nane, situated in the northeastern part of Lima, Peru. Local residents who have called this region home for many decades are claiming to have ongoing interactions with these towering entities. These mysterious beings are described as having protective armored bodies and distinctive features, such as large heads and yellow eyes. The villagers share unsettling stories about these creatures consistently causing disturbances and even launching attacks on their community since July 11th. As a result, fear and unease have tightly gripped the community, particularly heightened by a disturbing incident involving a woman. The continuous stream of these reports has sparked intense conversations and prompted questions about the true nature of these entities, along with potential connections to the presence of those enigmatic black helicopters. A disturbing event unfolded when a woman was unexpectedly approached from behind, and in her effort to fend off the attacker, she suffered a cut to her neck. This unsettling incident has left the community members feeling deeply uneasy and on edge. Their once peaceful state has been disrupted as a constant sense of danger looms over them. What's intriguing is that video footage of the incident was released, and those who viewed it claimed to have glimpsed what appeared to be a figure resembling a human-like shape. Others, however, noted that this creature seemed to possess traits more akin to those of insects. The indigenous group, known as the Iquitos people, has made strong claims against these advanced beings, asserting that these entities are resistant to their traditional hunting tools. Fearing these beings from distant star realms, the Iquitos have sought help from the Peruvian military. According to their descriptions, these mysterious entities don specialized suits and possess an extraordinary ability to float using spherical footwear that emits red light. A respected leader within the community, Guillermo Ritaguel Avila, has gone as far as to label these entities as beings from another planet. In an attempt to defend themselves against what they perceive as a threat, a community member named Dairo took action. He even fired at one of these entities twice, only to find that they remained unharmed and then mysteriously vanished. This extraordinary occurrence has instilled a deep sense of fear and worry within the community. The ongoing reports of these encounters are fueling intense emotions and raising significant concerns among the villagers as they grapple with the enigma of these seemingly impervious entities. In their efforts to ensure the safety of the village, the residents have taken proactive measures by organizing night patrols. Additionally, local authorities paid a visit to the area, investigating the outskirts of the village for any clues or signs related to these mysterious entities. Numerous villagers have come forward to share accounts of these entities possessing a unique ability to emit blinding light. On a particular evening, an eerie and radiant glow emerged from the fields beyond the village. This unusual and unsettling light replaced the usual gentle hum of insects with a strange and prolonged silence, creating an atmosphere of eerie stillness that seemed to stretch endlessly. As the events continue to unfold, the community finds itself grappling with a growing sense of unease and uncertainty. The unfolding narrative paints a vivid picture. Villagers were captured as they gazed out their windows, drawn by an otherworldly glow that washed the landscape in a pale blue hue. Some individuals from the village were driven by curiosity to venture towards the outskirts, seeking to uncover the source of this enigmatic light. From within the ethereal radiance, a figure emerged, standing at the boundary between what was familiar and the realm of the unknown. The being that appeared before them was unlike anything they had ever encountered, its presence casting a shadow of mystery and intrigue over the community. According to those who had the chance, or maybe the misfortune, to witness this entity, its skin had a quiet shade of gray, and its slender form seemed to float slightly above the ground. What really caught everyone's attention were its large, almond-shaped eyes that shimmered like silver in the moonlight, drawing the villagers' focus like a captivating dance. A mix of fear and fascination ran through the witnesses as they exchanged anxious glances, their hearts racing in anticipation of this extraordinary encounter. One local shared how the group wasted no time and quickly retreated from the scene, clearly unnerved by the presence of this entity. It turned out that this entity had been making appearances for several weeks now, consistently returning to the vicinity. In response to this unsettling situation, the villagers took a bold step and sought help from the military. They hoped that reaching out would bring an end to these unsettling sightings. Among the various intriguing beings reported by people, the gray entity is one of the most frequently described. Its distinctive appearance and recurring appearances have left a lasting impression on the stories of these mysterious events. With each new encounter, the village's narrative unfolds, leaving the community both captivated and uneasy due to the presence of these puzzling entities in their lives. These entities have become closely linked with the search for advanced life forms, often referred to as the Greys. These supposed humanoid beings have specific traits. They're quite small in size, have large heads, and their eyes are a distinctive almond shape, usually appearing black. Interestingly, they lack distinct noses and mouths. Descriptions often mention their gray or pale skin and their lean bodies with long limbs. This particular archetype of advanced beings gained significant attention around the mid-20th century, sparking conversations and speculations about their potential significance. Interestingly, some researchers of the unknown point to ancient cave paintings that appear to depict these creatures, lending some to speculate that human encounters with them might stretch back thousands of years. Various theories have been put forth to explain these mysterious entities. One idea suggests that they might not be physical beings from distant planets, but rather interdimensional entities capable of moving between different planes of reality. Another hypothesis proposes that these beings could be time travelers from the future, employing advanced technology to interact with earlier points in human history. It is important to emphasize that more concrete evidence is required to firmly establish the existence of these entities. However, as our technological capabilities continue to advance, we might be closer than we think to obtaining conclusive evidence that sheds light on the authenticity of these encounters. So, in light of these puzzling experiences, what are your thoughts and interpretations? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below. And if you like this video, we would encourage you to give it a big thumbs up and make sure you share it with all of your friends and family. We thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. All you gotta do is press that bell icon and you'll be notified when we have new content for you. Have a great day and keep exploring.